Man, this one feels like the ultimate turn of the tables here. I feel like whoever your divine masculine is, they're going through some kind of life review and they just really hate how things ended up between you two. It feels like they got the short end of the stick. Now everything's being revealed, okay? Now it's being revealed that this connection between you two is actually spiritual, it's real, it's true love. It's meant as a spiritual teaching tool. Someone feels really shitty that they let that go. They maybe no longer have access to you, or they feel like it's going to take a really long time to rebuild that trust between you two again, if you ever even choose to open that door. But the energy I'm picking up on here is somebody who feels a lot of regret. It's like they're going through some kind of life review, and each memory that comes up, it's like it replays in their mind like some kind of movie. Okay, I'm also hearing somebody feels like they lost the love of their life. Okay, I'm getting that they didn't take this connection with you as seriously as they should. They may have gotten themselves tied up in a whole bunch of karmic things. I'm hearing jobs, moving out of town, really sticking with family, friends, old belief systems that clearly were no longer working for them, but they chose to stay stuck like in the crowd or continue to go along with everybody else around them. It's, you know what it was, like you were on this ascension path, okay, and you were sticking out like a sore thumb to everybody else because you were the one that really saw deeply into things. You may have seemed just very introverted. You kept to yourselves. You used to pick up on people's energy, and you knew not to go near particular people. And back in the day, divine feminines, you you just seem like a bit of an oddball, and that's where all of this regret feeling is coming from. I feel like your masculines are really backtracking and thinking back to when they met you, and now that they see you shining in the light that you are, now they're understanding why it is you were the way that you were in the beginning. They almost feel tricked. It's like you were cloaked in like the old sort of, I'm thinking of Howl's Moving Castle again with Sophie, how she was cursed with looking like an old woman. But I feel like many of you were cloaked, and it was a test to see how you were going to be treated, and somebody is looking back at how they treated like royalty. This is how they treated gold. Because what they see now, the life that you are living now, the blessings that you have had poured down upon you, someone feels major regret. Even they're in disbelief for even knowing you, once having you in their life and once knowing you, and it's like that's how they did you, that's how they treated you. And this isn't only your divine masculine. I'm seeing that this is like past family, friends, co-workers, certain jobs that you guys have been at, places that you guys would have left and said, you know what, like I'm so much better, I'm more worthy of greater things. And if you guys chose to make those bold big moves and put yourselves out of commission for a while in order to silently grow and build, yeah, you guys are unrecognizable at this point. And I feel like, yeah, whoever your divine masculines are, they're sitting around in major regret. We have the separation energy. So I feel like this is what's eating them up the most when they're in this phase of review. It's like they're now understanding why it is you're choosing to separate yourself. Memories may even be coming up for you. Like you could sometimes feel flashbacks because you're picking up on what it is they're experiencing or what it is they're going through. Like many of you might feel like you're living life, you're minding your own business, you drink your water, you get your exercise, your schedule is all organized, and then boom, out of the day, like out of nowhere, out of the blue in the day, you will have like a story replaying in your mind of a moment when your masculine might have straight up clowned you, right? This could be not only your divine masculine counterpart, it could be a co-worker back in the day, right? It could be somebody disrespecting you or treating you in a certain way. And I feel like now when people look at you, they see the way that you're moving differently, and when you choose not to deal with them, I feel like that memory or that flashback hits them instantly, because I do see that this separation is bothering your masculine. They want to reach out so bad, and each time they think about texting you or even like picking up the phone to call you, it's like boom, a memory hits, right? It's like they feel like they can't even reach out to you, right? Like how dare you, right? Don't even come my way. when I was in your path, when you did have me in your hands, this is how you chose to treat me. It's like, it's like have nothing and you'll see how people will treat you, Many of you as well, you're a simple person, whoever you are. You're a very simple person, and I feel like that never changed you. Like, you might be living in so much abundance now, and that simplicity never changed about you. Okay, you have to know, Divine Feminines, like somebody's letting me know, like urging me to know the separation is killing me. They don't have a place in your life. They feel left behind. It's like the ways that they try to make you feel in the beginning when you didn't really have anything, and maybe they were stunting on you guys, right? Maybe they did have more. And that's the thing too, it's like many of you don't even realize, it's like you had such a beautiful spirit. I feel like for whoever you are, Divine Feminine, you never really understood why, like, people who even had more than you financially, like, they would look at you in a certain type of way as though you bothered them, It's like, man, you got all of that. Why are you over here in my face? Right? But people saw your riches before you even knew that you were born of royalty. You were born of riches, right? The abundance and all the material stuff didn't come flowing into your life until afterwards, until you guys really had to pull yourselves out of the mud. And that's the thing about this life review that a lot of your masculines are going through. Now that they're in the thick of it, they don't know how to pull themselves out the way that you did. Right? They don't know how to make something of themselves. They don't know how to alchemize. When all of this journey stuff was happening to them, they chose to shut it out. Many of you embraced it, right? You got laughed at for calling yourself a twin flame. You got laughed at for going on your spiritual journey and talking the way you did and sounding like a conspiracy theorist and, sounding like you were living in La La Land over a lot of different things, right? Your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. And now so many people are in separation energy from you. They can't even taste a piece of the pie, right? And it's crazy because it's like you have all of this abundance and you be generous, Divine Feminine. You're a generous woman. That's Empress Tings right there, right? Like God knows who to bless because he blesses generous hearts. And you, Divine Feminine, you have this beautiful energy and this beautiful spirit of being able to give to others. And I'm seeing like either a whole community of people, particularly to your Divine Masculines, really feeling just locked out of all of this abundance. When back then too, when you didn't have nothing, I feel like people also tried to throw their material abundance in your face, right? People tried to throw like their lifestyles in your face. And now it's very interesting because I feel like many of you are sitting in a position where like now you might really, outweigh anything any of these people are doing, and still they're not going to catch you popping off the way that they were back in the day, because a lot of you are like, oh, that is just cheapskate behavior. I am sorry. I can't. The way that you're displaying everything like that, I know that's on lease. I know that's on lease. You know what I mean? It's like many of you are being able to read through situations now. Now a lot of you are recognizing and calling people's bluffs, and people are scared to come out now. People are scared to show off what it is they have, because now I'm seeing that a lot of people in this life review phase are feeling like, man, they don't have enough, right? But back then in the day, they was stunting on you. They was stunting on you, making sure that they point period blank had to make a point to you that they had more than you. But I'm seeing the energy now that people are stuck in is regret. All your masculine does is visualize some kind of connection where, like, maybe I could text you, like some kind of connection to you. Okay, I feel like somebody, they want to take a risk and reach out and give it all they've got to try to re-enter your life, even if they have to go through some kind of embarrassment by hearing you tell them, like, there is nothing here. Like, wrong number. Even though they don't have the wrong number, you might just end up saying that, right? You got the wrong one. Okay, and this is something that they are dreading, but they know that it is maybe part of their journey to come back and have you say that to them, specifically because of the way that they might have treated you when you were pouring into them. Like, mark my words, guys, like a lot of you feel like you went through so much on this journey for nothing and in vain, but it's like I feel like it took a lot of amazing, beautiful energy within you to love in the way that you did, right? Like to love people despite like their faults and despite them trying to tear you down, like the pureness that you loved with, that doesn't go in vain. That doesn't go unnoticed by the universe. So I do feel like not only am I telling you this, but I feel like for your divine masculines, like they're being told this message, right? Back then in the day, it was funny, right? The way that you love them unconditionally, and you would be there, or you would show up, and they would take advantage of that, clown you, run off with in all kinds of karmic situations. I mean, they were the ones that were basically dropping the ball on their blessings. Now they're seeing that. Before, it was funny, right? I feel like the universe is cracking down on anybody that thought that it was funny, to try to get some kind of reaction out of you, whoever you are, divine feminine, including like making this love for you sink in. Like, people are feeling like you're fans now, particularly your divine masculine. Although once upon a time, again, it really would have seemed like you were up against, the worst situation possible, falling in love with the enemy, right? But I'm seeing here that somebody is now the same person who had you in their space, okay? They fumbled this blessing, is the same person now who is praying for another opportunity just to be able to apologize to you. That's crazy. All right, I love you guys. Take care. I'll catch you in the next one.